Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I wanted to show you how to make this sweet little box. This box measures 4.5 inches long, it's 2 inches across and about 1.5 inches deep, and it opens this way, but I'll show you when we make it because I don't want to take this one apart. But I wanted to show you how easy this is to make, and you can use up any designer series paper that you have. It's a good way to use it up. All right, so what you need is a scoring tool. I'm going to use my Simply Score. And you need a piece of cardstock that measures 8 by 8.5, so 8 by 8.5 inches. And this is Mossy Meadow cardstock here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in our scoring tool. You want the 8-inch side along the top. And we are going to score this at 1.5, 3.5, 5, and 7. Okay, then go ahead and rotate it so that the 8.5 inch side is showing, or is at the top. And we're going to score this one at half, a 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 6.5, and 8. All right, and that's all the scoring, so we can put our Simply Score away. All right, and then let's go ahead and burnish this so that it's a little easier to see. So let's go ahead and burnish these all. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. This box is so cute and it's so easy to make. It's really kind of funny. But that's how most boxes are actually. All right, so what we've got then is you have 2 ends with these little tiny skinny flaps. Then you have one end with a shorter one, and this one's wider. So we want the shorter end. And what we're going to do is on this shorter end, we're going to go ahead and cut off 1 block, 2 blocks, this whole section. So we're going to cut both sides of those just completely off. We don't even need those. This is our front flap here. Okay, so make sure it's just the skinnier end. So let's go ahead and cut both of these. So see, I just cut off 1, 2, 3, 4 little sections there. And we'll do this side too. Okay, then we've got these little skinny tabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and completely cut off the 2 end little skinny rectangles. So I'm going to cut in, and then I'm just going to cut this whole thing off. Up, and we're going to go all the way up again and cut this off. So this is what I'm left with. I'm left with these flaps and this one flap in the center. Okay, so cut all the way up and cut the little end off. And cut the little end off. All right, so this is what this looks like now. Okay, next thing we want to do is, since this is our front little flap, you can leave it like this, but I like to round the corners. So I'm going to grab our corner rounder here and just go ahead and feed this all the way in. And you press right from the center. Even though this is the punch we're using, this has 3 different things. You still press from the center. So feed it, line it all the way up on both sides. Press. So there, we've rounded our corners. Now, you're going to die when you see how simple this is. These are our tabs. The box comes in like this. And this comes up and over to seal the box. So simple, okay? So we need to put some adhesive right here. So I'm just going to use our tear and tape. Can't get much more simple than that. Line it up. You could use multi-purpose glue if you don't have any tear and tape. You could even use snail, except that I'm not sure that snail is super, if it's strong enough to hold a box together, so I don't like to use snail, but I guess if that's all you had, you could give it a go. All right. I'm going to just make sure that's pressed down really well. And I'm going to grab my, why does this keep coming out? Okay, I'm going to grab my take a pick tool because I want to use the paper piercing end to peel this off. One end and 2. Okay, so again, what we're going to do is, so you take these 2 flaps, stick them in. This goes up and over. And just press it down. Okay, and then let's do the other side. So this just goes up and over and press it in. And that is our box. Cute, right? All right, so now our box is like this. So next we need to put the designer series paper. Now, if you don't like doing the designer series paper when the box is put together, you could still do it while it's laying flat before you glue the box together. It's really just a personal preference. So I'm using designer series paper from the Magnolia Lane suite, and you need 7 different pieces. So I'll give you the dimensions as we stick them on. So let's go ahead and start with these little side pieces. So these here measure 1 3/8 by 1 7/8, and you need 2 of those. And let's go ahead and get the adhesive on here. Okay, and these should fit really nicely right on the end. Now if I could just get it straight. Okay. That's why sometimes it is easier to put the paper on before you glue the box together. I'm trying to face it up to the camera, so it's hard for me to see. All right, then we've got the top and the bottom. So that would be these 2 pieces. And these are 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. So let's go ahead and get our adhesive on here. I kind of have a faulty piece of snail, but it's working, but I have to wind it up myself every once in a while. Okay, and these are going to go right on the top and the bottom, 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay. Okay, then we have these 2 ends here. So you need 2 of these, and these measure 4 1/4 by 1 1/4. All right, so these are going to go right here. Just come on. And this one goes right here. And then for our last one, it's going to go on the little flap. And since we did round the corners, we want to round the corners on our flap too. And the dimensions of this are 3/4 by 3/4 by 4 3/8. So let me go ahead and, oops, let's go on the corner rounder side. Pop that in there. Round that one, and let's round this one. There we go. And stick our adhesive. Okay. And this will go right on our little front flap here. So let's lay it down this way. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay. Cute, right? And like I said, you could do this with any designer series paper you have. It's a good way to use up your designer series paper. All right. So then obviously you would fill your box with whatever. Isn't that so cute though? It's a nice good size box. And then we need to decorate it. So I used, this is, I think it's just called Magnolia Lane ribbon, but it's at the bottom of your screen. So I want to tie a bow right on the top, but you could tie a knot. You could do just a belly band. You could do the ribbon the long way. It's really your choice. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's see if I can get a ribbon. Sometimes bows are hard to tie with the camera rolling. Okay. Okay, so let's get it right back in the center. That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to make it a little more even. Okay, actually that looks pretty good. And I'm going to grab my snips so I can snip off my ends. So there's that one. And this one. That looks pretty cute. All right. And then I grabbed the Magnolia Lane Memories More card pack. So these are great because they come with a bunch of 4x6 cards that have all sorts of sentiments and designs and backgrounds. They're great for scrapbooking and for card making. So there's 4x6 cards and there's a whole bunch of 3x4 cards. And then there's usually a sticker pack in each of them. And so in this one, I'm actually going to grab, There's 2 sticker sheets. I'm going to grab just the happy birthday, or actually, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with the happy birthday. So I'm going to grab that sticker, and I'm going to stick this, obviously, I'm going to stick this right on front. Happy birthday. I could also stamp a sentiment. Oops, it's crooked. But why not take advantage of this stuff that all coordinates and matches? Okay, let's go straight. There we go. Happy birthday. Isn't that so sweet? And that's my little box. And here's the one I did earlier. Aren't those adorable? And they're really so easy to make. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.